Welcome back to a very special vinyl video. Let's get into it already.
The beat starts here.
Okay, so you know how I just recently posted my vinyl collection videos? Yeah, well, when you leave them alone for a short amount of time, they tend to multiply. So yes, today I will be showcasing some of the new additions to my vinyl collection. Let's take a look, shall we? I'm not going to go into full detail about these two albums, but let's just say that they are going to be part of an upcoming series. That's all I'm going to say. Next up, we've got my very first Bathory album, Blood, Fire, Death. This is Bathory's first Viking metal album, although their black metal trademark is still very much present on this album. Songs such as A Fine Day to Die, The Golden Walls of Heaven, and For All Those Who Died showcases a perfect blend of Viking metal and black metal. But if you're wanting to get into Bathory, this is the best album to start with. I highly recommend it. From Viking and black metal to straight up death metal, next up we have Bolt Thrower, War Master. I purchased this lovely album from my good buddy Killbot. This is the third album from what originally started as a grindcore band, but later transitioned into full-on death metal. A nice gatefold album with a picture of the band in the centerfold, and the records are printed on white and red splatter vinyl. Ooh, a very solid melodic death metal album. I recommend it. Jumping genres once again, we move on to doom metal. More specifically, Chemist, Desolation. This band is slowly becoming one of my absolute favorites ever since I discovered them through the Metalhead box a while back. Songs such as Bloodlighting, Isolation, and Maw of Time. If you're basically into that slow, down-paced sort of style of metal, definitely get into Chemist. And on a final note, check out the frickin' cover art on this album. All the album artwork from this band is just fantastic. In my efforts to expand my collection of Queen albums, we have Sheer Heart Attack. There's nothing really too fancy about the packaging on this album, it's just a damn good album. Songs such as Killer Queen, Flick of the Wrist, Now I'm Here, Stone Cold Crazy, and Bring Back That Leroy Brown. And now, may I introduce to you
The most sickening, the most vile, the most evil album in my entire collection.
Striper, Soldiers Under Command. All joking aside, this is actually one of the most underrated bands of the 80s, ridiculed by both metal fans and Christians alike. How bizarre. The guitar work from both Oz Fox and Michael Sweet on this album is absolutely stellar. Personal favorite tracks being the title tracks, First Love, The Rock That Makes Me Roll, Reach Out, and Surrender. I would definitely give them another chance. You know, they're not bad. Continuing with the 80s, what I think has become my first comedy album, Weird Al, in 3D! This was the album that made Weird Al Yankovic a household name, especially with his single, Eat It, a cover of the Michael Jackson song, Beat It. Some other really good tracks include The Brady Bunch, I Lost on Jeopardy, King of Suede, and Nature Trail to Hell. And just to prove that I don't exclusively listen to rock and metal, we have A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. In my opinion, their second best album. All killer, no filler, with the best track being Electric Relaxation. Moving back to the 80s, we have Impellitteri, Stand in Line, the debut album of guitar virtuoso Chris Impellitteri, with the vocals provided by the ever-so-awesome Graham Bonnet. The standouts being the title track, Secret Lover, Leviathan, and Playing with Fire. From one guitar virtuoso to another, this time we have Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force, Odyssey. Yngwie Malmsteen has had a number of different vocalists perform for him. For this album, the vocals are provided by one Jolyn Turner. My personal favorite tracks being Rising Force, Heaven Tonight, Bite the Bullet, Deja Vu, Crystal Ball, and Krakatoa. Or is it Krakatoa?
It's Krakatoa.
God damn it. Anyone that knows me personally knows that I love some 80s pop music. And Color by Numbers by Culture Club is no exception. Everyone knows at least one song off the album. But honestly, every track on here is absolutely amazing. So I definitely recommend you give it a listen. Next up, we have two Asia albums, Alpha and Astra. Alpha being the second album, and Astra being the third. The standout tracks for Alpha being Don't Cry, Never in a Million Years, My Own Time, I'll Do What I Want, Eye to Eye, True Colors, and Midnight Sun. I only managed to listen to one side of this album so far, but the best song I've heard so far was the fourth song, Wishing. Next up is probably my favorite album of the year so far. I mean, I know it's a bit early to tell you what my favorite is so far, but I don't care. It's Devin Townsend's Empath. This prog metal mastermind, Devin Townsend, is back, although not under the Devin Townsend Project name. It's just Devin Townsend. But it doesn't matter because everything this guy touches is pure gold. All killer, not one single ounce of filler, with the best track in my personal opinion being Spirits Will Collide. No colored records, but hey, check out this frickin' centerfold. And look, it's little Ziltoid! Ziltoid the Omniscient. Absolutely get this album. It is a fucking masterpiece. And last but not least, we have Songs in the Attic by Billy Joel. Nothing really fancy about the packaging other than being a centerfold, so let's take a look. Wait a minute. Wait, what the?